going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 22 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to go over the top 5 strong safeties in MUT 22. This is an update for November, the first time that we're covering this position, and of course, as the year goes on, we'll drop another one when more players come out. We've been doing this for a little over a month now. We're going to start recycling some of the positions that we've covered coming up very soon. Just kind of waiting for more cards to come out to give you guys better options to pick if you're targeting a certain position. So this video is for strong safeties. If you guys find it helpful, go ahead and click that thumbs up. It shows a ton of support on these videos, helps them get noticed, grows my channel, and I thank you guys for doing that. All of you that go in and just hit that thumbs up button as soon as you click the video, you guys are the real MVPs. And if you're new here, you've been searching around YouTube for Madden 22 Ultimate Team content, maybe this video was recommended to you, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. We're gonna have a couple more top 5 videos coming out this week, and yesterday we dropped a top 5 defensive players under 100K. So some of the cards that we're going to have on our list today were actually in that video as well. A couple things to note with strong safeties and just the top 5 series in general. I am only listing cards that are about 350K or under. So in this situation, Troy Polamalu, definitely the best strong safety in the game. But everybody that's watching this video can't afford him. So we're going to leave him out of our top 5 list. We're targeting guys under 350K, and we'll also give you a couple budget items. But the true #1 answer for this video, before we even get into the top 5, has to be without a doubt Cam Chancellor, right? This is your ultimate champion, your MUT master. This is the best real strong safety in the game, and all of you can get him for free. So if you guys were unaware, there are ultimate champion objectives that you have to complete, and the more objectives you complete, the higher overall you can get your Cam Chancellor. Without any strategy item boosts or chemistry boosts, you can get him up to a 95 overall. I'm going to link down below in the comment section 2 videos. We're going to do our top 5 defensive players under 100K. We're going to drop a link to that video down below in the comment section. That's from yesterday. But also a video I put out in the very beginning of this year, because I know there's still people that are just now getting the game, might be getting the game for the holiday season and whatnot. So we're going to link our how to upgrade your MUT Master or Ultimate Champion Cam Chancellor video. It's a tutorial on how to do so. It covers this in detail. So go check out both of those videos if you haven't seen them or if you need information on those. And let's go ahead and get into our budget items first. These are cards that are, under 100K or right around 100K. I think we targeted under 125K specifically, and we got a couple of them to share. Our first budget option, and you can find this card a little bit over 100K, is going to be Legend 90 overall Ed Reed. And spoiler alert, this won't be the only time that we mention Ed Reed in this video, but this card I would consider a budget item. Still pretty good considering it came out, not too long ago, or pretty long ago, I should say. He's got 90 speed, 5'11", a little bit short, but that's okay. And I mean, the main things that you're looking at when it comes to safeties here is speed, zone, man, and hit power. He's got good zone coverage at 91, 83 man is pretty solid, 80 hit power. Ed Reed was more of a ball hawk rather than, a big hitter. But this card still very relevant and very well priced, I think, for about 100K or a little bit over 100K if you need to find a card that's on the lower price of things. Another card that's a little bit over 100K, it's going to be Jamal Adams. Now, you could have earned this card for free with the Gridiron Guardians promo and those objectives. That boat has sailed, or whatever, that ship has sailed is the phrase. But if you guys were subscribed to my channel and watching my videos, then you would have maybe got this card for free because it was one of the better options, and it's still a pretty good card based on the price that you can get him for. Jamal Adams, 6'1", 89 speed. He's got 81 man, 87 zone, and 91 hit power. So if you kind of compare this to the Ed Reed we just took a look at, he's a little bit faster, he's a little bit taller, his zone and man aren't as good, but he's going to bring you hit power, and it's a pretty solid card. He's on my main squad. Jamal Adams is always one of my favorite items in MUT. And our last budget item, this card is right around 60 to 70K, so very affordable for most of you. You've probably faced this card a million times. Raiders theme team, people are rocking it. It's Rising Star Divine Diablo, 89 overall, 6'3", with 90 speed. So he's really fast, he's really tall. He's not going to give you much when it comes to coverage. 78 man, 82 zone, 90 hit power, very, very good. This is more of a user card. You're not going to want to depend on the AI controlling him because of those coverage stats. But again, really cheap, really tall, really fast, and great hit power. Great user option. When we did our top 5 users in MUT 22 a while back, and we'll be redoing that or revisiting that top 5 very soon. This was one of them, and he's still a very good option, especially at this price point. So now let's move into our top 5, and coming in at number 5, another Raiders theme team player, another player that you've probably gone up against a ton in MUT 22 is going to be Team Diamond, Jack Tatum, 90 overall card. Now he's on the shorter side, only 5'10", 89 speed, so he's got the speed, he's really fast there. We like this card because he brings the zone, and you want zone with your safeties, especially if you're not going to be using them. So 82 man coverage, not great. Don't be putting them in man coverage a lot, but 91 zone's very good. And then you mix in the 91 hit power. The only thing that really doesn't have this card higher on the list, because that 91 zone and 91 hit power is great, is the fact that he is 5'10", but we like everything else there for Jack Tatum. Now, as far as abilities go, you know, I'm gonna sound like a broken record here, and I'm gonna say this all the time. Just put Acrobat on these players. Acrobat is by far the best ability on defense, but if you want to mix in some of those, you know, zoned KO things, he's got flat zone KO, deep out, deep in zone KO. He can also get Enforcer and Deflator. He is a big hitter there, so you can go ahead and put those types of things on him. But at the end of the day, I'm going to sound like a broken record, saying that I sound like a broken record when I tell you to put Acrobat on your cards. Now, as far as pricing goes, this is top 5 on our list, but we're shooting for under 350K. And on PlayStation, he's running roughly, whoops, you can't see it there, about 175K. Of course, you can always investigate to see if you can do the Team Diamond set for cheaper, or you can flat out buy it here, but his power-up's not really expensive. His cost is 175 on PlayStation, on Xbox about 170K, and then finally on PC, a lot more expensive because there's less players, a smaller player base on PC, 243K on PC. Coming in at number 4, and this is a card that was on our top 5 defensive players under 100K in yesterday's video, is strong safety, most feared, Jordan Poyer. He's 6 foot even, so he's taller than Tatum, which we just saw, 89 speed, so they have the same speed. But then you look at the zone and man coverage, he excels in zone coverage, already at 90. Remember, the goal here early on in the year is to get your players, your defensive backs, to 90 zone and 90 man if possible. So he gives you the stock 90 zone. He's got 87 man coverage, pretty good there. 84 hit power is not awful. I think for a coverage safety, that's pretty solid hit power as well. I think all around this is just a really well-balanced card. You can get him for under 100K. You could get him free from the most feared objectives, which are still capable and possible of doing. And his power-up is really cheap right now, so just all around a great option. That's why we put Jordan Poyer at number 4. We'll take a look at his abilities. Same thing goes, Acrobat. I don't think Jack Tatum could get Pick Artist, whereas Jordan Poyer can, so that's kind of one ability in there that I don't think we'll see with every strong safety we show you in this video. And a lot of people believe Pick Artist is an ability that helps you drop less interceptions, which I could definitely use that in my life. But 1 AP might be worth it. I mix in maybe Acrobat and Pick Artist. 3 AP on one player though, probably not ideal. As far as pricing goes, never mind the pricing on PC, because there's a little bit of a glitch with the auction house right now. People are finding a way to make people pay 250 coins on the market on PC, but this one's basically going to be a little under 100K on PlayStation. Same thing, 98.6K there, and then finally on Xbox, we're looking at the same exact price, 98.6K. And again, one more time, you can get these cards, these most feared 90 overall cards, for free if you've been playing through your objectives and, of course, watching my videos. This next card might be one more spot higher on the list if it wasn't for price, but coming in at number 3 is going to be Kareem Jackson. Now, we are looking at the LTD version of this card, but remember, he does have a Redux in-game, which is a little bit cheaper. Unfortunately, there are none on the auction house right now, but Kareem Jackson, 5'10", so it's kind of similar to a Jack Tatum there. He's not as tall, and that can hurt a little bit. I wouldn't recommend this card as a user, but the coverage stats are there, the hit power's there, the speed is there. He's got 90 speed, 86 man coverage, 90 zone, 90 hit power. So for somebody who's a little bit shorter on the short side, he's still bringing the big tackling with the hit power. He's got the stock 90 zone, 86 man, very well balanced when it comes to coverage. And he's fast. You can find him roughly about 300K, I believe, but we'll take a look at the pricing in a moment. As far as abilities go, here they are: Enforcer, Deflator, Acrobat, all the zone KOs that are available. And then pricing wise, with a Redux card, it's going to be a little bit harder to find, unfortunately, and you might even be able to find the LTD cheap as well. But on Xbox, this is the pricing for the Redux, roughly about 309K. On PlayStation, 299K, and then finally on PC, probably going to be high. Actually, not bad, 217K. Again, that's the pricing on the Redux. The card art we were just looking at is the LTD, but both will fly if you can get them for a good price. Eagles legend Eric Rowe is coming in at number 2 on our top 5 strong safeties in MUT 22 for November. And if you like man coverage, or if you just like coverage in general, this card is going to be for you. He's 6'1", so he's taller than most of the safeties we've seen so far. He's coming in with 90 speed, and this one's a little bit different, right? Normally you see safeties have better zone than man. He is backwards. He's got 90 man coverage and 88 zone, only 78 hit power. Again, this is going to be a coverage safety. You can use him because he's a little bit taller and he's got very good speed. The good thing is if you power up this card, you're now looking at 91 speed, 91 man, and 89 zone. So if you have the right strategy items, or maybe, you know, you can find a way to get him to 90 zone, now you're looking at 90 speed, 90 man, 90 zone, 6'1". That's absolutely ideal for a safety in the game. If you're rocking multiple safeties, a great option here to pair up with Cam Chancellor on your field. As far as abilities go, I mean, he can get a lot of them. He also has secondary position at cornerback because he was a cornerback back for the Eagles when he played there. Acrobat he can get. He gets a lot of the zone KOs. He gets one step ahead, which is interesting for a safety, and he also gets pick artist. And then as far as pricing goes, he's a most feared 90 overall, so you can get him for free with the most feared objectives. I definitely encourage you to go back and watch some of my other most feared videos if you're unclear on what I'm talking about on how you can get these cards for free. But the pricing is pretty cheap. On PC, 95K. On PlayStation, 100.5K. You can get them under 100K easily if you're patient. And then on Xbox, about 103K, but I'm sure you can get them for under 100K there as well. So coming in at number 2, to get them for 100K, I think this is a really good card if you can't afford number 1. Let's move on to him. No surprise here, but maybe a little bit of surprise, right? Number 1 on our top 5 strong safeties in MUT 22 is a right outside linebacker. I know it's a little bit weird. EA did this crazy thing with Ed Reed and his most feared card, but if you power up this card, you can put strong safety on him like his original legend had, the card that we took a look at in our budget section. And this is definitely going to be the best strong safety in the game under 350K. Once you power him up, you can get this card for under 350, and even powering them up, you're still going to be right around that price range. So 92 speed, this is all without that power up, 92 speed for Ed Reed. Now the other attributes that we're seeing on our screen are kind of linebacker focused. So if we scroll down a little bit here and take a look at his defensive stats, he's got 92 zone. I'm pretty sure that's the highest zone for any safety in the game. 85 man coverage. Wish that was a little bit higher. And also 90 hit power. So he's got the plus 90 hit power, plus 90 zone, 92 speed. I think he's the fastest strong safety in the game. And 85 man. I mean, it's just a really good card. The only thing that's kind of bad about this card is that he's 5'11", which it's not a deal breaker at all. He's super fast. He plays great zone. It's Ed Reed, right? He's a ball hawk, a legendary player, and he is the best strong safety in MUT 22 right now, under 350K. Troy Polamalu definitely the better card when coins are not factored in. Now, because this card is a right outside linebacker, the abilities that we're taking a look at via MUT.gg are showing those of a linebacker. So I don't know if he gets these same ones with that strong safety position on the power up, but you can get Lurker on this card, Enforcer, Deflator, a couple of the zone KO. So these abilities a little bit weird. If you can get Acrobat on this card when you power him up, definitely do so. And for what you're getting playing with this card, I think pricing is very fair here. 224K on Xbox, on PCs coming in at 202K, and then finally on PlayStation 225K. So there you have it. Those are your top 5 safeties in MUT 22. Who you guys rocking? Let me know down below in the comment section. Is there any player that I forgot on the list? And also, what position do you want me to cover next? We've done every single one minus, I think, defensive tackles and offensive line, which I know are probably going to be super boring if we drop videos on them. And it is going to be time to revisit some additional and second positions like quarterback, halfback, cornerback, and some of the more popular ones. But thank you for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like. Thank you. My name is Popular Stranger, and I'm out.